Imagine falling into a black hole, not just as a concept, but as an experience. You're drifting closer to the event horizon, the boundary beyond which no light escapes. As you cross it, time begins to warp. To the outside universe, you appear frozen. But from your perspective, everything accelerates. Time stretches behind you, and space compresses ahead. Your body is being pulled into a needlepoint, yet your mind remains intact, conscious, aware. And in this final stretch toward the singularity, something impossible begins to happen. You start to see everything. Not just your own past, not even just your own future, but the future of the entire universe. Galaxies spin, stars collapse, civilizations rise and vanish in moments. You're witnessing time itself unravel, and not in a straight line. It's not just one story you're seeing. You begin to feel it. This isn't one version of reality. It's all of them. Every possible future that could ever be, converging into a single instant. But how can this be? If time is supposed to flow like a river, how are you standing outside of it? The answer might lie in the very nature of space, time, and the deepest laws of the universe. Because what you're experiencing could be where Einstein's and quantum physics worlds collide. What you see isn't like watching a film play and fast forward. It's more like feeling the entire library of time, every page, every volume, compressed into the span of a heartbeat. You don't just witness the outcomes, you understand them, intuitively. You see the rise of artificial intelligence, the slow cooling of dying stars, the flickering last thoughts of conscious beings in a universe drifting toward entropy. It's not just visual, it's visceral, a cosmic knowing, a terrifying, beautiful clarity. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, time and space are not separate. They're woven together into a single fabric called space-time. And gravity isn't a force pulling objects together. It's the warping of that fabric by mass and energy. A black hole is where this warping becomes infinite, where space-time curves so dramatically that time behaves in ways we can barely comprehend. As you fall toward the singularity, the external universe seems to accelerate until you can, in theory, witness all of its future history unfold. But this presents a deep paradox, because while relativity tells us the future is already there, fixed like a road already paved, quantum mechanics insists the future is undetermined. In the quantum realm, particles exist in superpositions, occupying multiple possible states at once. Only when observed do they collapse into one reality. So if the black hole lets you see the future, which one are you seeing? The fixed future Einstein described, or one of many quantum possibilities? Or could it be that you're seeing all of them? The idea seems contradictory, yet it may hint at a deeper truth, that reality itself may be structured not as a single timeline, but as a branching system of infinite possibilities, what some call the multiverse. Some physicists believe that within these conflicting views lies the need for a deeper, unified theory, a quantum gravity that reconciles the deterministic flow of relativity with the randomness of quantum behavior. String theory and loop quantum gravity are just two candidates trying to bridge that gap, but none are complete, and until we fully understand what happens at the heart of a black hole, this mystery remains unresolved. It is the most extreme environment in the universe, and perhaps the ultimate testing ground for the nature of reality itself. Now imagine this. Within that final moment, as you approach the singularity, your consciousness isn't just writing one timeline, it's perceiving the entire structure of the multiverse. You see a universe where humanity never evolved, another where we colonized the stars, one where Earth burned in nuclear fire, one where peace endured for millennia. Every outcome, every fork in the path, visible all at once. The laws of physics, twisted by gravity and probability, are no longer barriers, they're windows. And in that moment, the paradox collapses. Perhaps relativity and quantum mechanics are both right. Perhaps each future is fixed, within its own branch. The block universe still exists, but it's not one block. It's countless blocks, each a different world, each unfolding from a different possibility. The black hole becomes more than a death trap. It becomes a vantage point, a singularity of perception where all versions of time and existence converge. And from this cosmic viewpoint, the idea of free will takes on new weight. Maybe your choices don't rewrite destiny, they choose which destiny becomes yours. Inside the black hole, you don't just witness time, you witness choice itself, expanded to its universal scale. And that changes everything. It reframes your entire life, not as a straight path, but as a branching fractal of decision. Every regret, every triumph, every hesitation echoes into one of those timelines. The gravity that pulls you in isn't just physical, it's metaphysical. The singularity isn't just a point of collapse, it's a point of convergence, a place where who you were, who you are, and who you could become all overlap, revealing the terrifying power of even the smallest decision. When you return, if only in thought, to your everyday life, the experience lingers. The black hole isn't just some distant monster in space, it's a mirror, reflecting back the most fundamental questions. Is your life on rails, playing out a script already written? Or are you dancing through a web of branching futures where every decision matters? The science doesn't offer a simple answer, but it offers a profound one. Reality may be more about perspective than certainty. From here, it feels like we make choices. From the singularity, those choices might just be coordinates, fixed points in a cosmic map of infinite routes. And if that's true, then the version of you watching this now is one among many. Not less real, but part of something unimaginably vast. Because even if you could see every path, every love gained or lost, every world that never was, you'd still have to live one of them. The power wouldn't come from knowing the outcomes, but from realizing that awareness itself is what defines reality. In the face of infinite futures, the present becomes sacred. The smallest act, the briefest moment of courage or kindness, might echo across timelines in ways we'll never comprehend. And that makes this version of you, right now, not just one of many, but the only one that can choose. So maybe the point isn't to know the future. Maybe the point is to live as though it matters. Because even if all futures exist, the one you experience, the one you give your attention, your love, your time, that's the one that becomes real to you. And in a universe filled with infinite timelines, that might be the most powerful thing of all. The black hole may show you everything, but it's what you do now that makes anything mean something.